This is a demonstration of iCloud Photos and how it can be used to display videos on an Apple TV without using AirPlay. It starts off in the Photos app for Mac or on the iCloud website for any other computer. The way it would be set up is by having a folder for each section of the church, for example, elementary or early childhood, and in each of those folders would exist a folder for each unit. Inside of that unit folder would exist an album for each session and also its date. More albums can be added to the unit, and they can also be erased from a certain unit. Each album would share the main media for the iCloud Photos library, so images such as the Creek Kids logo would not have to be re-uploaded. The process for creating a new session would start by downloading the 3 or so videos that would be required to play for that day and import them into the Photos app to be uploaded to iCloud Photos. A weird quirk of the videos that we're using is that the first few frames are just black frames, so the thumbnail for each video will appear black unless a proper poster frame is set. To do this, simply watch forward in the video about 2 or 3 seconds and hit Set Poster Frame. Once all the videos have set their frames or their thumbnails, each video, including the Creek Kids logo, can be dragged into a session album. They will still exist in the library, but will also be duplicated in an album for easier viewing. Once everything in the Photos library has uploaded and been updated, we can now move on to the Apple TV. Some settings that might need to be changed just for easier use is to set the touch surface tracking of each remote to the fastest setting. Many users will tend to not think of the remote as a small section of the screen, but as the entire screen as a whole. So by setting it to the fastest setting, it's easier to get around the interface and be able to use it better. Another important setting would be to set the home button as the home screen and not the Apple TV app. This will be important later for switching between videos and music. And the last setting would be to have them on the same iCloud account as the iCloud account that was on the Mac. iCloud Photos will sync to the same iCloud account, so as long as they're on the same thing, they will all get the media and be able to view it. If we choose to move away from iPod Touches, this would allow us to utilize the iCloud Music Library as well. By having each individual music track in iTunes, each Apple TV can play them simply based by their own playlist in the iCloud Music Library. A group would simply select their song, and if they're lucky, it might even have some lyrics attached to it. And then once they're finished playing the song, they'll hit the home button, which looks like a TV, hit the home button, it'll bring them back to the home screen. They can then navigate to the iCloud Photos app. And once in the iCloud Photos app, they'll select their group, elementary or early childhood. They'll select their unit, and then they'll select their session. This will only have to be done once, and if you don't hit menu a bunch of times, it'll just stay where it was, just like EasyCloud. By selecting the first image in the album, the Creek Kids logo, the logo will go full screen, and the user is able to swipe to the left and right to get to the other videos. Now currently the poster frame is black because I recorded this before I recorded the photos segment on the Mac, but if the poster frame is set properly, then each video would have its own unique thumbnail, such as showing the Mooseberry logo or by showing the Bible Story Notebook logo, so that the teacher can identify what video they're playing. Instead of going back to the screen where it shows all the thumbnails of each video, they would simply be able to swipe to the left to get to the next video, click to play. Once it's finished playing, click menu to stop it, swipe to the left once again, and get to the next video. Once they're all done with the videos, hit menu, hit it again, you get back to the screen, and you can get back to the Creek Kids logo pretty easy. We'll have to do a bit more testing to see if it's more reliable than EasyCloud, but for now, I feel that the interface of iCloud Photos is better suited for the public viewing of videos and photos and such, without the audience being able to see that you're just using Dropbox and just looking through files. I think by doing it this way, it'd probably be a little less cumbersome to go between the videos.